Yo, I'm glad to be here in Philadelphia, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming and taking the time out to talk to me. First, how do I address you? Mr. Ben, Dr. Ben,
Well, you know,
Dr. Chavis?
in the spirit of Dr. Dre, just call me Dr. Ben.
Okay.
but
Ben.
I'm your brother.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm an OG.
Yeah.
You know, I got a few years on you.
Yes, sir.
But I recognize what you have always brought to the table.
Yes.
You're not new at this.
No, not by far.
This is your comeback.
Yeah.
And you're not the comeback kid, you're the comeback man.
Yes, sir.
You're the comeback African. You on that right path.
Yes.
And your voice penetrates. Your voice uplifts. Your voice reaches the inward reality of so many of our brothers and sisters all over the world. You know, I told DMX, I know you were coming, but I'm telling Beanie Siegel, I know you were coming back.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. That's why I'm here as a witness to your triumph, all your trials and all your tribulations. It says in the Bible and in the Quran, trial and tribulation just for preparation.
Yes.
So you've been prepared for this day. You've been prepared for this hour. You've been prepared for this time. Not only in America, but all over the world.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. You know, I just had the headphones on. I just listened to your voice.
Yeah.
Amen. God has blessed you, Beanie.
Oh, yes, yes.
You've been blessed with a gift. Now it's time to share that gift again. But share more of the gift.
Yeah.
We feel your power. We hear your voice. You know, the truth of what you spit and how you spit it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just great, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So you know, again, you know, as an OG, I'm blessed to be in your presence.
Likewise.
Because a lot of times, you know, the elders pray for a generation of brothers, particularly brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
That can not only rise to the occasion, but change the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Transform the occasion. And your work, your labor, your grind, your sacrifice, you know, it's not, nobody should focus on the fall. They should focus on how you get up.
Yeah.
And how you come back. And in a sense, my man, there are a lot of brothers and sisters who don't get a second chance.
There's a lot of them that don't get a first chance.
Some of them don't get a first chance. But, you know, this is not about a game of chance.
No.
This is about sort of a reassurance, you know, and so the world, man, is waiting to hear your story.
Yeah.
And I'm just pleased to be here to witness it, to support it, and to do whatever I can to be an elder brother there. It's not about guidance. It's just about, I want to encourage you, man.
Yes.
You know, the world has a hunger and a thirst for the truth. The world has a hunger and a thirst for a reality check. And so, Beanie Siegel, you're a reality check for this world.
Yeah.
This is 2012, this is 2013, this is 2014. For many years to come, people are going to see this pivot moment, you know, this turnaround moment, this comeback moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because every human being, no matter where they are on this planet, can relate to striving to improve their quality of life.
Yeah.
You know, this is no time for us to stand still. This is no time for us to accept some of the madness that's going on in the world in which we live. There are strong winds blowing, trying to take the United States backwards at a time we ought to be going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So your voice, man. And I keep saying voice because Beanie Sigel, you represent not only the poetry, the dance, the art, but you represent the power of this generation. You know, you have that light.
Yeah.
Now it's time for you to share that light for the whole wide world, my man.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do that. I mean, at one point, I was scared, but I ain't scared to say I'm scared.
Yes, sir.
I ain't scared to say I'm scared. I took a time out from the music and just wanted to be normal again, whatever that means, as far as, you know, just with the family and everything. And I asked myself a lot, like, a lot of the music I do, the music that means something to me, that I record. And it is a thing that a lot of people don't get when they listen to my music. Like, I do certain songs just to get the attention to the people, the attention of the people, but it be them records that don't have the video, them album cuts, them records that you gotta listen to the album that they get, like the record I played earlier for you, The Children Are the Future. Songs like No Bravery, where it's basically me, you know, talking to myself and checking myself, like, wait a minute, let me assess myself. What am I doing, you know?
Exactly.
And I make those type records, the Nothing Like It's, the Feel It in the Airs, and the Mom Praying, and the Daddy Where You Been. That's the records and songs that I want people to remember me by. I can do the Rock the Mics and the Beanies, the Put Your Hands Up, and the club records all day, but everybody they don't want to club every day. I don't know one person that wake up and just say, all right, I'm going to the club today. When you listen to my music, I believe, and I try to do that. When you listen to my music, it's things in my music where I meticulously write those records so people can think, and they can see that I'm just more than just a rap. I'm a thinker. Exactly. And you know, what they call jewels. I put the jewels in the music instead of, you know, and that's been one of my new models. Instead of me putting the jewels around my neck or on my fingers or on my wrists, or, you know, I'm gonna put the jewels in the music. That's how I'm gonna shine.
I hear you.
Through the music. And right now in the hip hop world, it is a void, is a loss. Nobody's coming with a message. Nobody's teaching the kids. Like, they not giving them no inspiration or hope of just things that they can do or to better or prosper themselves. It's more like a tease to me.
Right.
When you look at the videos and you and some of the rappers, you know, and I've been a victim of it, you know, with the cars and the jewelry and the black card and all the money and the fame, and you could do this to the point where they writing all over their body, they writing all over their face, they getting all kinds of tattoos, and is a picture. I didn't realize that because I was that rapper. I was that ignorant, like, man, I'm not no role model, man. I ain't no role model. Like, your father should be a role model. And then I thought about it, like, half of the kids' fathers in jail. Or they not here no more, or they dead, or they might as well be dead to that person because they not in their life. And for the rap and the people that make the music today, as far as the hip hop, that's everything they talk about in their music. They talk about the money, the cars, and they got these many women, and they do this and they do that. But 20 years from now, when the young rappers, or 30 years from now, when you're responsible for another life and that life growing up, do I want my son to see that? see his father on TV talking about the holes and I effed this girl and these many women or these many women. No.
Well, again, that's why, Beanie Siegel, you are a blessing, in my view. You are filling that void. But sometimes in order to fill the void, you have to know the void.
Yeah.
So the reality check that you're bringing, I see it as a very positive thing. You know, as you lift up the truth, it's not about pulling somebody else down.
No,
it's just
not
about
at all.
putting that truth out there.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter where another artist is in the spectrum, you know, hip hop is a global spectrum. There are many different aspects. But that void that you speak of is real.
Yeah.
And you are filling that void. First with yourself.
Yeah.
And then with your word, your voice, your rap, your sense of music. And you know, I've been listening to how you putting this together. And in truth, it's just not one genre of music.
No.
It spans a scope. And I think that a lot of brothers and sisters, when they hear you, they themselves are going to come up out of the void.
Yeah.
So this is about the past, the present, and the future.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, I'm just so pleased to witness this happen. And for it to take place in a place like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia has always been the cradle of our music.
Yeah.
The cradle of our culture. And so the comeback of Beanie Siegel is something that's going to be celebrated, not just in Philadelphia, but in New York and LA and Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, all over the country, but also all over the world. I know my brothers and sisters in Johannesburg, in Kinshasa, in Luanda, you know, in Lagos, all over the world, you know, in Rio, in Havana, every place where we are, in Jamaica, all over the world, gonna vibe to this, man. Because you're filling the void.
Yeah.
But you first fill the void for yourself.
Oh yeah, the first laws of nature is self-preservation.
Exactly.
First law of nature is self-preservation.
Right.
So you gotta, you know, even in the Bible and the Quran it says save yourself, then your family from the fire.
That's right.
So that's where the songs come in at that I make, the no bravery songs, and me just assessing and checking myself. Let me get myself in order.
That's right.
And if I'm in order, then maybe I can help somebody else get in order.
Yes, sir.
By not exploiting their mistakes, because I was taught to cover my brother's sins, but to exploit some of the things and shame of what I've done in my life, and you don't want to take that path.
Exactly.
Because that's the message, basically. Will I not make those records, those club records and songs that make people dance? No, I can't say that. Because they say sometimes you gotta play a fool to catch a fool. You gotta step into their world in order for you to hear them. Right. I remember watching the movie Malcolm X, and he wouldn't listen to him. Then he gave him the little fix. He said, "Yeah, well, why you give me this?" He said, "Because if I didn't, you wouldn't have listened to me."
That's right.
Yeah, Mr. Baines, I believe that was.
That's right.
Yeah, he gave that to Malcolm.